One specific left. Today I'm going to show you 10 easy life hacks to make your life easier with PVC. Part 3. If you like to ride your bike a lot, you'll notice sometimes it is difficult to carry stuff while doing it. Well, I got a great way to fix that. Alright, here's a great way to use PVC on a bike. Now, back here on this sturdy frame, you can take a piece of, this is 1.5 inch, I have it vertically mounted. I also have an end cap with some holes that allows to keep stuff in the pipe secure, but also allows water to flow out easily. I'm holding everything secure with just some zip ties, nothing fancy. Now, I have a fishing pole here. If you like to go fishing, you can take it and put about a 2-inch notch or so right in here. Take your fishing pole and slide it right in. That'll allow you to carry your fishing pole and not have to worry about swinging around and hitting your spokes. If you're interested in maybe carrying a flag, this 1-inch pipe seems to work great for that. Just hook it up with some zip ties and do the same. Up here on the main frame, I have, this is a 2-inch pipe. You can make it any size you want, as long as it fits. I put some end caps on both ends. This will allow it to be somewhat watertight. You can put some extra supplies in there, maybe some medical supplies, and possibly even some water if you can get it in there. You ever been out trying to grab an apple or an orange off of a tree and it's just hard to grab them? I want to show you an easy way to do that. Get you a piece of PVC pipe, whatever length you prefer. This is 3/4 inch, and you want an elbow. Now I've taken this elbow and I have cut it in a couple places. Cut it across here, and then I made a little groove right in the top with the shape of a V, which works well. You put it on your PVC pipe, and then I don't actually have any fruit right at the moment, but I'll show you on this bush I have. If you reach up, and you can get it around one of the limbs, and give it a good pull, and that way you can easily get your fruit or whatever you have in the tree you want down. If you like working out, I got a great way to intensify it. Get you some 1-inch PVC with some 90-degree elbows. I believe this is 6 inches across and 3 to 4 inches here, and just some extra PVC going out the sides with a T. You make 2 of these. Now you can use these for your push-ups and intensify it big time. You can definitely feel it burning. If you got one of these clamp-on lights, they can be a little bit of a pain sometimes to hook up this stuff. So I got a great way to make a little stand for that. The little push-up bar that we made earlier makes a great stand for these lights. Clamp it on, and you can put it down, and it's actually quite sturdy. And do whatever you need to do with the light, and it works great, and you can use it just like that. If you have a bunch of business cards and you want to display them in a really cool way using some PVC, get you one of these T connectors, and you want to cut it straight across here. It'll look something like this. And then get you a file and smooth everything out, all the sharp edges. Take your business cards, and you want to gently slide them inside here. The great thing about it is the cards will stand up straight. The stand is also self-standing, and that is a great way to display your business cards. If you're ever trying to make something for the outside and you need it to be lifted off the ground so that it doesn't get wet, kind of like what we did at our cat house here. I got a piece of PVC. Sorry, kitty. This right here just happens to be, I believe, 1.5 inch or 1 1/4, somewhere right in that range. Then it can be any size you want. You can make it in almost any shape. The great thing about using PVC is you can paint it easily. It will keep it elevated so that if the ground, for example, our porch here likes to get wet a little bit when it rains, it won't allow it to absorb into our cat house. Also, the PVC doesn't absorb water, so you don't have to worry about it transferring through it. Also, it's very sturdy, can work outside, and it's just all around a heavy-duty material that will work for you. You ever trying to drag your hose around, and whether it's around the car or around your garden, you can get caught maybe like in here under a tire, or if you have a garden, it can run up on your plants. I got an easy way to help prevent that. This is a large nail or also a stake. Get you a piece of PVC. This is just 1/2 inch, and you can cut it to whatever height you want. And you can take a hammer, get it in the ground, and it'll pivot. So now, when you're dragging your hose, It'll go around that point and won't get stuck on whatever you're trying to prevent. You ever needed to work on your hood, but your support bar is either missing or broken? Well, here's a great way using some PVC. This is 1 1/4 inch. It needs to be heavy duty for the hood. And you can hook one end under one of your little bumpers. And then somewhere else on the hood, you can hook it up and it'll hold it nice and sturdy. This is also great if you want added security when working under the hood. If you have your normal support bar, you can add this to the other side, or if you have the cars with the struts, this is great added security. I did that with my wife's car when I was working on it. Also, this bar is great if you have a hatchback that has the struts that are broken. It'll stand there. I used to have a hatchback. It worked great on it too. And that's a great way to use PVC. In the springtime, a lot of people want to plant seeds. Well, here's a great way if you have a bad back and you're not able to bend over a lot, that you can plant your seeds. This right here, so this is a simple seed planter. It stands about 4 feet tall. I have a metal can here that you can put your seeds in, and a nice handle that you can hold. Now what you do is you take your seed out and you drop it in the top. The seed will float down the pipe to the bottom here. Now when you have your ground up soil, you poke this into the dirt and your seed will fall down into the hole. Now I have 2 on here because when you're planting seeds, you want them at a certain distance apart. So you cut your PVC to the distance you want to have these 2, and as you put them into the soil, not only will a seed fall into this hole, but it will then show you the exact distance you want to put your next seed. So you just put like so, drop your seed, and then you can drop your next seed and so forth. And that way you can be exact distance apart and you don't have to bend over again and again to plant your seeds. If you're anything like myself and you got a couple kids, you're constantly having to clean up after them. So instead of having to scrub, I came up with an idea that might help you so your hands don't get, well, all messed up. Take a piece of PVC and you cut it at probably about a 45-degree angle right across here, right there. And then you take one of those scrubbing pads and you slide it straight in. It should be a pretty tight fit. And then take another piece of PVC and put it in there, and then take an elbow. Right? And the reason why you want the elbow is that it's real good right there in your palm. And now you can go and you can scrub and scrub, and you don't have to worry about your fingers getting all messed up.